In October of 2022, the Great Salt Lake reached its lowest level on record. That grim milestone was followed by a record-breaking winter when Utah received its highest ever snowpack.
And this year we are in record territory yet again, but not the good kind. Utah has a record low snowpack, and that may lead to a new low water record on the Great Salt Lake later this year. Lincoln Graves looks at how that may lead to water restrictions later this summer.
When do you normally put the boat in the water?
So usually we'll do it kind of early to mid-April.
Like the winter preceding it, this spring is starting off strange for Jeff Manwaring.
We've never put the boats in March, no, ever.
Great Salt Lake boat tours are one part of Jeff's tour company, Exclusive Excursions. He's happy about a good start to the lake season. But later in the summer...
Does it still make you nervous?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very nervous.
The lake is already low. Utah has its worst snowpack on record, and that's a bad omen for more water reaching the lake during spring runoff.
It's a scary year, and I think that it's not too much to say it's been historical, and historical in some really bad ways.
At the beginning of this week, the Great Salt Lake water level elevation was hovering just above 4,191 feet.
That is far below the lowest level for optimal lake health, which is 4,198 feet. And we won't get anywhere near that this year. Right now, forecasts are calling for a peak lake level of between 4192.1 to 4192.4 after spring runoff and before we start to lose water to evaporation this summer. Are we in the territory of seeing another record low this year?
So it depends on what happens from this year going forward, but it's within the realm of the possible.
Brian Steed is the first ever commissioner for the Great Salt Lake. He says he's watching closely to see if the lake could see another record low, surpassing what happened in the fall of 2022.
Does that scare you?
Very much, because I think it's something that there's a lot of bad things that happen when we have a low lake level.
Nearly everyone agrees that more water needs to get to the lake. Steed says that's been a critical perception shift. But getting more water in such a dire snowpack year is the real challenge.
Can we get water to the Great Salt Lake this year?
Yes, but again, it's going to take some intentional choices on our behalf, and part of those choices are going to be increased conservation measures.
Just last week, Salt Lake City returned to the second stage of its 5-stage water shortage plan. Mayor Aaron Mendenhall is calling for voluntary water conservation.
We had several initiatives that we were working on.
Governor Spencer Cox anticipates more cities will do the same, and those restrictions may grow stricter through the summer.
Yeah, and for us, they did dredge the marina last year. We got about 6 to 7 feet of depth.
In 2022, right before the lake reached its lowest level on record, Jeff had to pull his tour boats out of the water. That won't happen this year because of that dredging.
The harbor master said, no matter what happens, you guys will be safe for another year or two, but then looking ahead of that, that's kind of scary.
Yes, we have more to do.
It's scary for Brian Steed, too, but he thinks the lake can be saved.
So even in this dismal snowpack or water year, you still find reasons for optimism?
I do. I mean, listen, I'm not blind to the challenges we face this year. It's an ugly year. That being said, the balance of work that we've seen over the last half-decade is really impressive for the state.
On the Great Salt Lake, Lincoln Graves, KUTV 2 News.